Hey everyone, how's it going? You know we're getting towards the end of our 151 part series when we do a Pokemon like Seadra. I don't believe I have actually ever used Seadra. I don't even know if I've ever used one, like in any game, which is weird because you think I would have, but I can't recall. So that's part of why I like this series. Anyway, Seadra is a perfectly acceptable Pokemon by Gen 1 standards. I mean, its stats look bad if you think about them in the modern context, but I don't know. I'll take base 95 special, base 85 speed. It's not bad. Its defense is high, which is kind of good. And in terms of moves, I mean, it gets a badge boosting move in agility, and it gets the standard water moves. Most of these Pokemon have found themselves squarely within the A or B tier, and so I'm expecting Seadra to do around the same, but there's only one way to find out if that's true.
But first, a big thank you to the sponsor of today's video, AG1. AG1 is a nutritional supplement powder, and they're launching their next generation of AG1, which if you order, you'll get a cool box just like this one, and it had everything I needed to make the drink, including this high quality canister that's really beautiful and green, of course, the AG1 Daily Foundational Nutrition, but the coolest thing for me is the AG1 Travel Packs. To me, this is a huge game changer because making drinks like this on the go is a nightmare. But now all I need to do is with this convenient bottle, also given by AG1, measure 8 to 12 ounces of water, mix in the travel pack. You just have to shake it up and the lid stays on nice and tight. Bam! You've got a great tasting, nutritious drink. And great news, now is the best time to give AG1 a try. You can get started with the AG1 Next Gen for less than $3 a day when you subscribe. And just like as easy as it was to make the drink, all you need to do to subscribe is either use the QR code that's been on screen or click the link in the description.
Alright, so Brock isn't going to be too difficult. I mean, we're going to use Bubble, and then another Bubble, hooray, and then maybe another Bubble, and another Bubble. Would have preferred Water Gun, but Bubble did the trick, and we can move on to the next few trainers who are going to be a little annoying again without Water Gun, but realistically, Seadra should have no trouble with any of them, and we actually are going to get Water Gun fairly soon, which will be useful because we've got to either beat Misty, who's going to be kinda tough-ish, or Rival 2. The upside to battling Misty first is we get Bubble Beam, and we're going to use a move I almost never use in Bide. I mean, it makes sense because both Staryu and Starmie have to go for Tackle. Problem is, as good as my defense is, it's just not good enough. I didn't actually come in at completely full HP, I ran out of potions, but I do think for now it might make sense to skip Misty. If we go back after we beat all the trainers on 24 and 25, we should be good, but how is Rival 2 gonna be? Well, since we've already walked right to him, let's find out. So Water Gun is doing decent damage, but nothing spectacular to Pidgeotto, and like in a lot of runs, Sand Attack has been just awful for me. Accuracy moves really suck in solo runs. There's no way for me to really avoid them or to remove them. And yeah, it looks like we might be 0 for 2. I'm wondering if I made a mistake here. You see, I theoretically could have battled a few extra trainers or Geodude in, Mount Moon. Oh, this is not going well at all. I mean, if we were level like 18, I think we would do a lot more damage. The damage formula, level does matter. So we've beaten Pidgeotto for the first time. We barely do any damage to Abra, but the thing is, I mean, that sucks, but on top of all this, we have to fight a Bulbasaur with a not very effective Water Gun. I may have actually underprepared. After a couple more tries, I was able to get by the Pidgeotto once more, but the problem is, even though my accuracy was fine, like we discussed, Bulbasaur was pretty difficult. And without a normal move, and Bide isn't very good because Bulbasaur doesn't attack that much. In fact, Leech Seed did a little bit more than I thought it would. all I can really do to level up is battle the swimmer, which is really slow because I'm facing, well, it's not a mirror match, but funny enough, like close to it, I guess. Father versus son sort of thing, or mother versus daughter. There is no gender in Gen 1. But anywho, that's pretty much all I can do and hope we gain a level and that level 17 will make a difference. I do theoretically have 2 rare candies, but using it here seems like a massive waste. I'm not really sure what to do. Seadra, I didn't think would struggle so early on. Well, now we're outspeeding Pidgeotto, which is actually really good, but it's still just 19 HP when we make it past, which is really bad. Oh, well now it's 21 because we leveled up. We don't quite one-shot Rattata, but maybe with 21, it's going to be, okay, Growl's good, Crit's good, Tackle's fine, Growl's good. All right, oh, no. Okay, yeah. 2 HP to spare, so level 18 really helps. So that swimmer in Misty's gym was quite nice. Unfortunately, this was an instance of perhaps me underestimating an early game trainer. Didn't really, honestly, very shocked how bad that was. And I think it's going to be smooth sailing from here on in. Well, at least for the next few major battles, I would think. Well, you would be incorrect if you thought that, but it wasn't completely my fault. See, I ran out of potions, and if I had them, I would have beaten this last pretty easily. But since I didn't have them, I either had to go back, which would have been really slow, or just battle over and over and hope for luck. This was just simply a matter of me trying to use potions to go quicker and just miscalculating, which is frustrating and hasn't really happened much. Usually we're actually selling off the potions or dropping them later. So I had to make the obnoxious trek back to Cerulean, and since I'm here, I might as well go battle Misty and use Bubble Beam for the last. Well, you guys know what I'm going to do in terms of strategy. I've already shown it. Actually, I use Water Gun, which may actually be better. Trying to think. Those crits may have helped. So we knock out Staryu. X-Defend is quite perfect because both Staryu and now Starmie have to go for Tackle. The good AI will not allow it to go for Bubble Beam, even though it likely would be better, but regardless, I'm very grateful for Bide for maybe the first or second time. I think we've used it before, but it's not often. It's quite slow, and the fact it's between 2 to 3 turns makes it inconsistent and annoying. But hey, in this individual run, which has been very unexpected so far, it's worked, so can't complain. Normally I just move on, but I feel it's going to be cathartic to beat the last. Some water Pokemon really struggle here. Actually, ground rock Pokemon really struggle here. And it's not like it's easy per se. I mean, it's still a 3-hit KO with Bubble Beam, which is kind of nuts. And Absorb definitely makes things a little bit more annoying because HP is gained back. But yeah, 34 HP is what it takes away from me. That's a ton. Anyway, I actually do think Rival 3 should be a lot easier, right? Unfortunately, Seadra is not one of the water Pokemon that gets Body Slam, so we are going to be stuck using a not very effective move against Ivysaur, which, oh gosh, I didn't also think that wouldn't KO, but we get a really awesome critical hit, and so even though we're using not very effective moves, it actually took just as long as Kadabra, although that Kadabra 3-hit KO was my fault. And we have now made it to where we can battle Surge, but I don't know about you, I think that's a really bad idea. We can go and beat Surge a little bit later, gain a bunch of levels, which will make the battle quite trivial, and I would prefer to do that right now, so... Or should I? You know what? I might as well just see what it's going to be like, because if I'm wrong, and we can beat Surge now, it does save not a ton of time, but like a minute or 2 of in-game time. So might as well. If I save out here, as long as I don't save in the gym, although now we have to do the gym leader puzzle. Gen 1's gym leader puzzle is really messed up, and oh, looks like, okay. Oh no, I saved again. All right, well, I do that because you can sort of, not cheese it, but It's the best way to kind of make sure that you actually get the second trash can. Alright, so level 25, we only have 6 bubble beams. It's a 2-shot on Voltorb, but we're at level 26 now. 1-shot on Pikachu. Thunderbolts, Bubble Beam. Oh! Oh, okay, we could win. Yeah. Nah. Just go back. I don't want to lose to Surge. That hurts my ego. We'll come back. We'll come back. That was a bit of a mistake, but it's okay. Alright, so finally we are going to be actually able to skip ahead quite a bit. Rock Tunnel is not going to be much of an issue, thankfully. And so we're going to pick it up with a trainer that really doesn't need to be shown, but I always do. The first Giovanni battle, since Seadra is going to have a very easy time here. The most important thing to note about this battle is that I'm level 31, and so that probably is more than enough to outspeed and beat Raichu, so this should be more than enough to beat Surge, who I do need to battle now. You can battle Giovanni 1 first, and theoretically I could battle Erica, who's also going to be not the best matchup, but you want Fly at this point to get back to Lavender, and that means you have to beat Surge. We're still using Bubble Beam because, well, we don't have access to Surf, and it doesn't matter because it one-shots Voltorb, Pikachu, and 2-shots Raichu with an outspeed, although that's not Bubble Beam, that's just my stats. Hooray for Seadra. And it's at this point that, oh wait, Pidgey can't fly, I've got to teach it to it. It's at this point that we actually have a much, much easier time versus Rival 4 and other grass Pokemon because, we have Ice Beam! And yeah, Ice Beam offers really good coverage. Not perfect versus Gyarados, although that crit kind of helped. But yeah, since there really aren't any scary electric Pokemon remaining, there's just a couple scary grass Pokemon, including the final Pokemon of the game. Having Ice Beam and subsequently Blizzard is pretty good. This is kind of why water Pokemon have such a big advantage over other types. They get a move that is directly super effective against their main adversary, while grass doesn't really get anything super great for fire or even flying, and fire doesn't get anything super great for water until at least Generation 2 where you can do Sunny Day Solar Beam, but even that's kind of niche and not in this game. Anyway, let's skip ahead a little bit more. I have Surf, and it's not enough to one-shot Coughing, which is unfortunate because it poisons me. It is enough to 2-shot Muck, and thankfully we don't miss. And then we get another annoying non-one-shot against Weezing. Oh, our defense is so good, but not good enough. Yeah, I'll just try it again. No point not to. You can see I've lost a lot of power points trying to get to this point. Oh, that's really bad. You know, I'm just going to reset right there. Just going to reset right there. No reason to keep that battle. That was very bad start. Okay, Smog Miss. Much better start. And now Surf, Sludge. That's not great, but it's... Oh, okay, this is really bad. Yeah, let's... you know what? If I battle, like, one additional trainer, are things going to be good? I mean, this trainer's pretty easy. Basically 3 hits. And, did that make a huge difference? Do I have a potion? Please say I have a potion. I do. I do have a potion. I think we can win now. I think if we one-shot the first Coughing now, that would be really great. Okay, we don't. Whatever. 2-shot Muck? We did it. Oh, wow. Gen 1 miss. That's great. Ah, God. Nice amount of health. Wow. All right. Well, I wasn't close to one-shotting. All right. Well, we can get lucky here. Oh, well, there we go. That was pretty lucky. No self-destruct and a crit. We'll take that. The good thing about having a water Pokemon like Seadra is normally I'd have to go to Rival 5 here, simply because it's really annoying to get a water Pokemon. It wastes time. You have to get a Rod. I mean, you can get Magikarp, but it can't surf. So Lapras is a really good way to surf. And frankly, Blaine isn't always such an easy gym leader for every Pokemon, but Seadra would absolutely destroy Blaine and the trainers in his gym. I don't usually battle extra trainers, or at least a lot of them. You saw that I battled a couple extra gym trainers, but literally I think we've battled like 4 or 5 additional trainers. This does speed things up and is a big change from very early on in my solo runs, where I was so obsessed with doing things in the minimum amount of battles. But I realized sometimes it actually is faster to go slightly slower, take the extra battle, and the extra experience points just help you get one-shots, which overall makes things faster. It's really difficult to do on a single run, and you kind of have to just get a feel for it, and there's no way I'm perfect or close to it, but yeah, it is something I've learned as time has gone on, at least with Generation 1. Who knows if I were to do this in a different generation, if I would feel differently, but probably not. Funny enough, I don't end up battling Blaine or Rival Fievel. I actually remember to battle Erica, who I should beat pretty easily. I still have Ice Beam, so that should work. And I'm at a pretty high level. As we battle her, I want to know, do you guys still enjoy the series? Because when I started this out, wow, that didn't one-shot. That's awful. When I started this out, I really just was going to do the first form Pokemon because I actually do enjoy the tedious parts. The one thing that is a little, I don't know what the word is, but it's kind of this uncanny middle ground. Not uncanny, but like there's this weird middle ground for these fully evolved Pokemon. Every time I have to battle an additional trainer or waste time, I almost feel like it's me doing something wrong, like it's a fully evolved Pokemon. But the truth is, the game is meant to be played with different Pokemon. I mean, it's very clear that's the design intention. So one Pokemon really isn't supposed to do everything. I mean, that's why Pokemon don't have amazing move coverage, because you're just supposed to use 6 of them. I will say, one of the big things I've enjoyed about this challenge, and one reason I theoretically would want to do this in every generation, I'm not going to, but I'd want to, is that I, as a kid, wanted to use every single Pokemon, but some of them are available so late or are so annoying to get, I just really never use them in a run. I like to have my Pokemon through the majority of the game, I would say, and so certain Pokemon just fell by the wayside, and Seadra, for whatever reason, just happened to be one of them, as did Horsey. It's kind of nice to get to experience what these Pokemon are like, and in later generations, as the Pokemon become, in some ways, more and more unique, it's just interesting to use these Pokemon that, well, weren't Kadabra, so I ignored them. Speaking of Kadabra, we have to battle Rival Fievel and an Alakazam, although theoretically, I could go battle Blaine if this goes poorly. Alrighty, so he's gonna lead with Pidgeot. Of course, we're just gonna go for Ice Beam, Sand Attack. That's maybe a reset. Gyarados, I'm gonna go for Ice Beam. Oh, wow. Okay, it's frozen, but this is why I don't like, Pidgeot. Alright, Surf is fine on Growlithe. We're level 40. I'm gonna go Double Edge, Disable, Surf, Recover, Surf. Nice crit. Oh, we might have this. Ice Beam. Venusaur doesn't have Razor Leaf here. Okay. Well, the Sand Attack didn't actually matter all that much, but the fact that like a nearly level 40 Pidgeot is using Sand Attack at this point in the game is very Gen 1, but is honestly like the best move the opponent could possibly use for specifically my playstyle. So good on the game. Anyway, we're finally going to get rid of Smokescreen, which this gets asked every so often why I don't use Double Team. It's because Double Team is just too good. It gives you badge boosts and opponents just don't hit you. It's very easy to set up against a weak first Pokemon, Pidgeot notwithstanding, and you just don't get hit, so it's boring and I just refuse to do it pretty much ever. Accuracy lowering moves only affect one Pokemon, so while I don't love using them, I will use them if I have to. Anyway, there's not too much to say about the Giovanni 2 battle. Just Surf 4 times. 4 times? Oh, nice. That's great. That worked very great. Okay, so now we're going to go battle Blaine, because why would we battle Sabrina now? And then we'll go battle Sabrina, and then we'll go battle Giovanni. Win? This is looking pretty good. All right, so 4 Surfs later, we should be good. That's 1. That's 2. We should outspeed everything, 2. That's 3, and that is not 4. All right, 5. Yeah, it's good enough. We're level 43. We have special badge boost. This should be fine. We should be good, right? I didn't battle the trainers because I think we're good enough, but hopefully I don't come to regret that. Sabrina is next. She is the only major battle left, and I'm just going to go double Surf. Thankfully, no special drop from Psychic. Surf actually one-shots Mr. Mime. Venomoth misses with Stun Spore, so we're getting exceptionally good luck. Alakazam, though, does outspeed. Recover turn 1 is fine. Psywave turn 2 is also fine, but turn 3 max-powered Psywave is a problem. Actually, I don't know if it was max-powered, but then it misses because the move sucks, and we win. That was a bit of a not super great victory, and probably a bad sign of things to come, because we don't really have great moves for an Alakazam. We are pretty much a pure special attacker. I mean, we have Double Edge, but I don't know how much I want to use it. So, hopefully for future Alakazams we can badge boost, but I don't know. Well, we're actually going to get to a future Alakazam pretty quickly, because against Giovanni we just go Surf, and now we're at level 45. Alright, we're outsped by Dugtrio. That didn't shock me, but we should be okay. I thought we'd knock out Nidoqueen in one hit, but if we didn't, then it wasn't going to be 5 Surfs, but it was. So we have had some really good battles. We haven't had any awful battles since around the time of Cerulean City. So far so good, but this is where some Pokemon really start to struggle, and I'm a little worried for Seadra. Let's hope I'm wrong. So I go for Ice Beam. Whirlwind is great. I just want to knock out Pidgeot. And now, so what I probably should do is level up. When are we going to level up? Let's find that out. This is important because I don't want to badge boost first. There we go. And wow, perfect. Oh, well, multiple Leers are a problem. But, okay, we're going to outspeed Alakazam and do a bunch more damage. Oh, we got this, maybe? But it has Razor Leaf. Oh, nice. No! Yay! Yeah, that was a whole range of emotions. We got almost one shot. Oh, I failed Ledge Boss. Oh, I haven't done that in a while. And I didn't save, so I have to go. All right, 1 for 2. And I was, okay, I'm getting stuck on a different ledge now. But, okay. Mix of emotions there. We got the Vine Whip, which was, well, it's a move we're not going to be able to see again. The next one has Solar Beam, which is really good. Well, as long as I can knock it out in 2 hits. Mega Drain, which is actually pretty good, but Razor Leaf, which is awful because it always crits. So it's actually the strongest move the rival can use. Well, I guess that's technically not true. The issue really is it hits through my badge boost because it's a crit. That's something for future Gyros to worry about, and future Gyros is about to become current Gyros very shortly. I'm a little actually nervous even about Lorelie. We're almost definitely going to have to use rare candies here. And hopefully we can still win, but this is not looking great. I don't think it looks terrible, by the way, but Seadra doesn't have anything specifically amazing for the Elite Four, other than Bruno and Lance. But who doesn't? Lots of Pokemon, at least for Lance. All right, Lorelie. So at level 47, what am I even doing here? Like, really, what am I doing here? Dugong actually will either go for Growl or Rest. So I don't have to worry about it actually hurting me. But after I reset, let me look at something. 1253. I can level up here, use the rare candies, because I'm very close to a level up anyway. All right, maybe we can do this with just Surf. Okay, so now I'm at level 59. And, oh, that was a crit? That's not great. And it's going to go, oh, well, didn't go for Rest. I thought it was. Cloyster, oh, this is actually a little... Maybe I should use Mimic. I mean, I don't need to use Mimic. It would help, though, because I would have all the... Well, what would I get rid of? I guess Double Edge. I got to think about this, because I guess I don't need it, but I'm going to run out of Surfs. And, oh, yeah, this is going to be a bit of a problem. Lapras is stuck using Body Slam and Confuse Ray because of good AI, and we've lost so much attack, I'm kind of praying for a crit. Hey, there it is. So, I'm not sure if I love this strat for me. I don't know if I want to... Oh, well, you know what I also don't love for me? I forgot Potions. So, I hate that for me. I also think I forgot to restore my power points, and I have to deposit Pokemon, which is... Let's see if I figure it out. Let's see if I realize. Let's see. Do I realize it or not? Bet is I don't. Oh, I do. Hey, look at that. Good Gyros. By the way, that is a weird Gyros rule, even though I have Pokemon for other parts of the game. For the Elite Four, since I don't need HMs and I want the Hall of Fame to just show Seadra in this case, No other Pokemon allowed for any reason. There's no reason to have them. Get rid of them. All right, well, we can kind of start to speed through this. One thing I should have done, which for some reason I didn't do, is go for 3 agilities to boost my Surf's power. And that will make it a little better against Dugong and Cloyster. And in the end, I have more power points because I did more damage. And I get past the Lapras. I mean, I got past it last time. I wanted to save power points because I don't have that many elixirs. And I'm going to have to use a bunch of Surfs here. The one I'm really scared of, well, let me just go. Is it going to be 5 Surfs, by the way? 1, 2. By the way, in Gen 2, that would never work. They have great special defense. 3, 4, and no, not 5. But that's okay. Agatha is what I was really worried about to start because I have to use special attacks. I don't have anything super effective. Let's see how this goes. I'm just going to go for Surf. You know what? It's a 2-shot. That's actually not so bad. Ice Beam, 1-shot Golbat. Haunter will be a 2-shot, but a better 2-shot, so I can go for Ice Beam. Arbok, that's not a 1-shot, but it's not a big deal. Now all we have to deal with is the final Gengar. Looks like we still have a 2-shot there. Not bad. And Dream Eater. Okay, that went shockingly well. Now, all I have to really worry about is Gyarados, and I think Lance will be pretty easy. Let's just see how it goes. Okay, so Gyarados, I'm gonna go for Ice Beam. Leer is fine. Okay, it's gonna be a 3-shot. And we already should outspeed everything. Ice Beam on Dragonair. All right, we level up. Oh, Gen 1 missed. Nice that Slam missed, but not a big deal. And all right, Aerodactyl did outspeed us because we leveled up, but just Bite. Critical hit Hyper Beam would have knocked me out. Probably, yeah, I think so. But that works. And now just got to get to the champ. Should I teach Blizzard or should I keep Ice Beam? I'm trying to think because, all right, I'm going to keep Ice Beam for now. All right, this could be it. I think we're good. Pidgeot, Seadra. Okay, so I'm going to level up 4,000. So I don't think I want to use agility here. I need to make sure I one-shot Venusaur. All right, it's going for Sky Attack. Oh, I meant to go for agility, not double edge. And yeah, oh no, my special fell. All right, well, we now know we level up after Alakazam. But yeah, we're done. Oh, a nice crit. And oh, he survived. Gen 1 miss, great. Oh, regular miss, okay. And we're going to lose to Arcanine of all things. Wow. Yeah, that special miss really hurt, and the misclick hurt too. Okay, it's not a big deal. That's not bad. It's not bad, but frustrating. On our very next attempt, we make it back to the champion. This time, I decide to go for agility first, and then I go for Blizzard, which will one-shot. So, we're going to go with less accuracy. I go for Surf, it goes for Reflect, and I go for Surf. That's 2 down. We level up. And now I go for 2 agility. And the hope is 2 agility. Ooh, plus a Tail Whip. Plus Blizzard should one-shot Venusaur. Oh, no! Look at that expression. No! No! Oh, we survive. Okay, and nice crit there. No! Okay, Leer is fine. But we only have 1 extra Blizzard. That means we cannot miss. Okay, we got to Venusaur. Please hit. All right, we should be good. Oh, critical hit. Very good. Okay, that was that was a little dicey at the end there, but we got a pretty reasonably easy victory. Only our second time through the Elite Four. We're 2 for 2 versus Agatha. Level 63. 352 though. Now, hopefully on your screen you are seeing the rankings, but if not, I apologize. There's been some technical difficulties, but I can let you know with certainty based on my last video, which I have to watch to see the chart. Seadra did not make A tier. It's going to be high B tier. Not sure exactly where it is. Maybe you're seeing it right now, but if not, I promise you the next legendary, you will see Seadra just outside the top 20, which not bad at all for Seadra, especially considering it's not even a fully evolved Pokemon, at least nowadays. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I have another video coming out soon this month, so be prepared for that. And I gotta go work on it. So until then, thank you very much for watching. Take care.